looks beautiful as well, the way it's shot. Yeah, what is the secret, though, for surviving life in the castle?
Well, we'd have no idea, but we are joined by 3 former players who know exactly what they're doing. We've got a faithful from Series 2. We've got everyone's favourite fizzy rosé queen, Diane Carson.
Also, he was the traitor who almost went all the way in Series 1, but was caught at the final hurdle, Wilf Webster.
Yes.
Hello.
And he started out as a faithful in Season 2 before switching to the dark side. We've got Andrew Jenkins is here. Good morning to you all. Can I offer you a glass of fizzy rose?
No. Absolutely. That's a bit too early for me.
Cheers, everybody.
Right. Van Gogh's Dry January right there.
Lovely stuff.
How are you all? I mean, it must be weird every time a new series starts, a little bit of fear missing out when you watch it.
Well, I wasn't... I had 6 hours in the train yesterday, so I ended up reading all the blurb of the characters coming on to this series, and I was totally invested, and I was writing down notes to send to my family, which is mental. And when I watched it, so I watched it last night, and I was, again, really quite excited, and really, I was very invested. The only thing is, I definitely have challenge envy. I am so envious they're getting to do those challenges again. Because that was one of the highlights for me. But apart from that, yeah, I love it. It's back on.
You know how people, say like actors can't watch a movie because they're picking up on all the stuff that they would know or whatever. Do you feel like you're watching this now with a critical head, almost trying to work out who's going to win already?
Oh, God, absolutely. But one thing I did do, you sit and I know from in our series, friends and family, how did you not see Paul, or how did you not see this, or how long they took to find the chalice? Did you not think, oh, where is everybody and what's going on? So when you're in it, it's completely different. So I'm totally sympathetic 100%. To all those contestants in that castle. Armani, she's dropping constantly names and she's actually acting quite suspicious. But actually, when you're in there, you do not see it. You really don't see it. So I'm totally sympathetic to them.
Wilf, what's it like? Because you're Series 1.
Yeah.
And just how it's changed and grown. Even the way it's shot. It's like a movie now, the way those opening sequences are shot. It's changed a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's changed. I think the best thing for me as a viewer now is to watch how the game's evolving. So watching how they're putting different twists in. So it's really hard to expect because for us, we went in obviously blind. We didn't have anything to compare it to. So for us, it was really hard to plan. And then I think people who are the contestants going on are starting to think, oh, I can plan. Because they keep throwing spanners in the works, it's making it fresh for the contestants as well. So they don't know what's going to go on. So to be able to see the game grow in that aspect for me is like, I love the visuals, don't get me wrong, but I love seeing the twists and the turns and everything that they're just throwing out. And Claudia's outfits, obviously.
Of course.
Of course, the knitwear is always phenomenal. Do you think, though, there is maybe a benefit to having a game plan? We spoke about, maybe putting on accents or coming in with a twist or a lie or...
Well, I'm Welsh. So that's
the worst Welsh accent ever.
That's the worst, yeah.
And I'm English.
I think having a really basic game plan is really important. For me, I was like, befriend and betray, murder the people that are closest to me, so I'd get genuinely upset and people would think it was because they were my friend and it wasn't guilt, but it was guilt. So, but then if you do go have a really long, elaborate plan, and then Claudia goes, here's a spanner, you're like, oh, my plan's not going to work. So I think it's really important to try to keep your plan brief. So it's got movable parts.
And I also think have some sort of a plan. I didn't plan at all. I just wanted to survive past today and not tell anybody about Ross. That was it. If I ever went back in, I would have, as you say, a short, flexible plan, but I would have a plan. You need to have something in place.
So there are sisters in there, and they've told everyone they're sisters. Yeah. So is that a wise move or not, Andrew?
I think that could work against them, to be honest with you. And I think it will. If one's a traitor, if one's a faithful, which they are, will they be able to murder the other one? So I think it's going to be difficult, and I think other people are going to work that out, and other people are going to think they can do targets on their back, basically, because they think, oh, they're going to work together as a team. So I think it's going to go against them, I think, personally.
I think they're super competitive. I don't think either one will even bat an eyeyelid about getting rid of each other. Like, they're just like, whatever, bye.
Yeah, I mean, Ross could have got rid of me very easily. We're Dungeons and Dragons players, and I have been tied up millions of times by both my boys and left in a forest with goblins trailing around, and they've stolen my money.
Just for those of you who've just tuned in, it's a game she's talking about. Call the police.
Dungeons and Dragons. You know, so I think they can do that easily.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
you being a mother-son dynamic, which was kept a secret, was such an iconic moment. And obviously only the viewers knew about that, which was brilliant. Andrew, you played a faithful and a traitor.
Yeah.
What do you think's harder?
Well, clearly, if you watched the show, I didn't enjoy being a traitor. It was totally against... I've always been a team player. So everything in my life, I've been a rugby player, I've done it in work, or I've managed banks and things. I've always been a team player, worked as a team. So to go against my teammates was something totally alien, and I'm a nice person. So to totally go against my moral compass, really. So to change halfway through, I found I struggled.
Some people definitely find it easier to be a traitor in the game than others.
I think it's harder being a faithful and then having to turn.
Yeah.
It was.
I think that, like you've seen, obviously, season 1 and Andrew, everyone that becomes a traitor struggles quite... Because you know you're being there.
New friends as well as hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do form bonds. And when I watched series 1, it was a fantastic series. I loved it. And you watch it, you think, how could you form a bond so quickly? But I went in there thinking, nah, that won't happen. But it does happen. You form bonds very, very quickly after knowing somebody a few days. So when you're turning against them, it's tough.
It can even happen on MasterChef as well.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Moving on.
But I mean, it's interesting, though, because the opportunity it's given you, things like that, lots of different things going on the show does change your life.
I mean, we've had a year. We've had so much fun. I will be eternally grateful, you know, also having the memories with Ross. But equally, Andrew and I have been certainly doing a lot of fundraising. I'm sure you have as well. We've been able to use the platform of Traitors to do this. You know, Miles is trying to move forward same-sex adoption. We have had, and Evie now, because of her platform, she does so much on Instagram. She's thinking about setting up a running club in Inverness. It gives you so many opportunities. Yeah. Never mind all the fun and all the invitations we've had. We've had an absolute ball and some, you know, and it may or may not die down. We'd love to keep going, but we've just had a great time.
Oh, yeah. And Andrew, you've been so much talking about sort of, you know, mental health.
Yeah.
And I think that's really been an important thing that you've raised awareness of.
Yeah, it's something I'm really passionate about. It's something I really want to work, you know, going forward. I really want to help. You know, suicide rates are absolutely ridiculous at the moment. I want to try and help reduce them. I know I can't do it on my own, but I want to try and do my part. And yeah, I struggled with mental health for over 20 years. And I don't want people to struggle like I did in silence. Because I thought opening up and talking made you weak. Which doesn't make you weak. So I want to try and encourage people, especially younger children, to open up and talk. It doesn't make, you know, it's not a bad thing about opening up and talking. So it's given me the platform that I wanted to do great things and help inspire people now. So it's really good.
Good on you, Andrew. Good on you. How about you, Wilf? How's it changed your life?
Yeah, it's changed my life a lot. Similar to these guys, like in terms of you don't really have a normal life anymore, which is strange.
Did you ever?
Not in my own head. But no, I think it's allowed me to do similar things to Andrew. I think and Diane, I think, for me, mental health, you know, trying to use that platform. Like, I always worked in charity I worked in charity for the last 9 years, and it was really important to me to be able to do that still. So, like, Andrew did an amazing walk. I walked from London to Liverpool for Calm, which is like a suicide prevention charity, and then Andrew walked about 1 million miles, like, literally the month after. And I remember being in so much pain and then watching his Instagram videos going, I don't know how he's still going. But yeah, it's just gave us that platform to do that. And like Diane says, hopefully we can carry on doing the things we enjoy.
Yeah. Well, this is it. You're all really normal, really relatable people. And I think that's why Traitors does so well.
Yeah.
It's real people. Yeah. Do you have an early front runner, any of you? Can you see, do you want to make a prediction of a winner already? Mina?
Yes, come on, Mina.
Go on, Diane.
She's really good. I've taken to Alex because he looks like one of Ross's friends. And I just feel I really know him. I know that's a bit mental. I mean, I have written a critique. I actually thought Yin was amazing.
Yeah, she was.
And, you know, she's gone.
Yeah,
I thought she can be a very clever lady, which, of course, is why they got her out. I mean, they have definitely murdered very sensibly, haven't they? You know?
Very savvy. And
there's a few strong contenders, which they could be too strong, too outspoken. Nathan, for example. He seems pretty good, but then again, it's a strange game. You want to say, you don't want to say too much, you get murdered, but you don't want to say nothing at all because you think you're suspicious then. So if you're a strong character, like Diane was a very strong character, and that's why she ended up in a coffin because she was a threat. She was a threat.
Nothing to do with this, then.
Yeah, she was a threat to the traitors, so it works against you. And Nathan's doing really well, and obviously the priest, Lisa. She could play a very good game. I think if she does it right, she can play a good game.
You must all join us again as the series unfolds.
Let's see if your predictions are right.
The inside is absolutely brilliant. You can see Traitors again tonight, BBC One at 8 p.m. Now, thank you all. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.